Good afternoon, everyone. I'm the voice of dog. With me is Admiral H Curtiss. Hello.
Hey.
And welcome to Professor Layton versus the Unwound Future. I keep saying versus because it always feels like he is solving the mystery of a terrible tragedy of some kind.
I mean, he kind of is.
Yeah, it's him versus the future. Him versus the bad box. Him versus the weird village.
Something like that.
New game. So, oh, you know what? They're good. Oh no, I have a chance to input a thing here. So, stream etiquette for this this one will be to please don't give out answers in chat until asked. Until I fail a puzzle or submit an incorrect answer, I will ask for help. Admiral, I don't mind if you think things out loud, of course.
Yeah, I haven't played this since it came out, so I probably don't remember most of these.
It's been a while, so I don't remember these puzzles at all. I also like how they say no resemblance to, anything at all, but it takes place in London.
Yeah.
No identifiers at all, that's not Big Ben. Look at those completely unfamiliar double-decker buses.
It just doesn't seem to add up, Professor.
I honestly thought you were pulling my leg.
What? I wouldn't dream of it.
Professor, I hope this letter finds you well. As for me, I am in quite a predicament. You see, the London we know and love has been thrown into absolute chaos. To complicate matters, the calamity I speak of does not take place in your time. This may be difficult to believe, but I am writing to you from 10 years in the future.
Future Luke. Oh, that reminds me, Admiral, do you have the side stream?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. And the audio's working on that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Works fine.
I know this is a lot to take in, but I'll explain it all soon. For now, I ask that you head to the clock shop on Midland Road in Baldwin.
Ah, the clock shop where you go for time matters.
I look forward to seeing you again. Your student, Luke Triton.
Strange as it sounds, it seems that the author of this letter is none other than your future self, Luke.
From my future self? But how is that even possible?
I don't know, but it does raise the question, if this letter is indeed authentic, how did it get here?
By time-traveling postman? Just joking, of course.
Oh, that's right. This is the US version, so a lot of people are going to be weirded out by Luke's voice, aren't they?
Yeah, like me.
Ah, yes, good.
But on a more serious note, I think this mystery might be the oddest one we've ever encountered.
Indeed. And even in the future, you seem to need my help in solving it.
Still can't solve my own mysteries 10 years in the future. Ah, Professor.
Your constancy can be quite a comfort in these uncertain times, my boy.
Well, thank you, I suppose. But back to the main question. How do we know the letter is real?
Well, we haven't much to go on yet. But I can't help but think that this strange occurrence is connected to the terrible events of last week.
Ah, yes, the incident. Last week. I like the setup they do for this game. It's a good start to a mystery.
It all started about a week ago.
Using a six-dimension alpha distributor, I was able to guide a concentrated stream of Hammer-near particles through a temporal vortex, more commonly known as a wormhole. This stream of particles allowed me to divine the terminal points of the vortex. Armed with this information, the next step was to artificially distort the flow of time and generate a massive magnetic field via a Sula coil. Once the magnetic field is firmly established, one has the ability, quite literally punch holes, or hive gaps, into the very fabric of space-time. After this crucial step,
Hey,
it's
Inspector.
simply a matter of constructing an energy gate.
Quite the spread we have here, Inspector.
Barton gets a line. That's not normal. He usually gets passed over. Also,
Yeah.
the doctor there, his VA sounds familiar. He's got that Cam Clark drawl, but I don't think it's him. Do you know who it is by any chance?
No, I'm not sure.
Though it
might have to
does
look that
make
up
me
later.
wonder what we did to deserve invitations to such a feast.
It's obvious, Barton. I'm an influential man in the world of law enforcement. It's only natural I'd be invited to an important event such as this.
I suppose that's possible.
Possible, you say?
Probable. Highly probable, sir.
Look at that undulating machine behind them.
It's very good.
Wouldn't you be nervous as hell? Just
Totally.
being near that thing? Alright, so... Oh, are there hint coins here? I didn't... When I was testing this, I didn't check for them. I don't think there
might be.
are. There seem to be a lot of... Oh, my box. Here's
Actually,
my
no.
box.
I think the hint coins don't show up until they tutorialize you about them.
That sounds rational. Well, I mean, okay, Luke, first off, it's got a giant clock on it, and it seems to be throbbing with the energy of time. So...
It's throbbing with something.
So I think this is as real as it gets, and anything less could not possibly be real.
Oh, this food is simply dreadful, Bill. Do get this over with quickly so we can leave.
Oh, yes, dear.
I have to say, I feel a bit out of place here, Professor.
That's quite understandable, Luke. I'm sure most people would feel the same way in the presence of the Prime Minister.
Ah.
Hey, look! I think I see Inspector Chelmy over there.
Chelmy? They always say Kelmy. I defy
So,
you, Luke.
Professor, what do you think about this whole event?
Whichever.
Do you believe that someone has really built a working time machine?
It's okay, I'm American. I can pronounce things wrong. I'm allowed to. It's my privilege?
I'm not entirely sure.
Question mark?
Still, if it proves to be true, can you imagine the stir it will cause in the scientific community?
Well, I, for one, am very excited. Though you don't sound entirely convinced, Professor.
Anything's possible, Luke. But I won't be convinced until I've seen the contraption work for myself.
Professor is not buying any of this shit.
And I must confess,
Fair.
something about this entire presentation seems a bit off.
Off.
Look at that
Why do
thing.
you say
Everything about it is off.
That's fine.
Ah, of course. That must be your famous intuition talking, huh?
That's one way of putting it. But enough speculation. Look over there, Luke.
That guard? What about him?
He seems to be looking for a man who snuck into the event uninvited.
Nah, already we have a problem here.
Oh, so we have an intruder in our midst.
Actually, I didn't... Can I talk to the inspector? Look, it's still free food. Please, come on. Thanks for the follow, Wisp Rabbit. Welcome to Time. Welcome to Who Doesn't Belong Here at this event. What would you call it? Demonstration. Number 1. There's an uninvited guest at the event, but the guard has received a few clues to his whereabouts. Okay, so we use the stylus to control things. We've got a nice little memo system that's been updated in this game, right? I don't think this was in...
Yeah, you get a bunch of colors and line sizes.
Yep.
I don't remember which of that was in the last game.
I don't think it was in box. But this, either way, it's really nice in this game. You've even got like a pencil function if you want to make really small notes for some reason. Cool, you got it. Okay, so his table is next to one with a red flower. His tablecloth is a different color than any next to it. Oh, and his table is not decorated with a yellow flower. Next to means adjacent to, not diagonals. So, in that case, let's just cross out a few things here. It's not a yellow flower, so it can't be this one. Or this one. And it's not one that has a tablecloth adjacent, same color. I can't think of the right phrasing of those words at the moment. But it's not this one and this one, and it's not this one and this one. And I guess it's technically not this one and this one, since no tablecloth means, I would consider that the same one. So in other words, it has to be this red tablecloth over here.
Most likely.
Here's my answer.
And if it seemed like I got that a little quick, testing.
No puzzle can stop
Don't
Layton's
worry,
apprentice.
we'll get there. I will start messing up puzzles real soon. I want to get at least one. Yeah, a lot of. I like the design, the graphic design of all the puzzle presentation is all exceptional. Works real well.
Yeah, it's real good in all of the games, really.
All right, so Pika Rats are kind of your score for the game, basically, and you can spend those points at the end of the game for bonus stuff.
It's more like you have to get a certain amount to unlock stuff.
Yeah. Harder
I don't
puzzles
even
are
know
worth
if-
more.
I'm not even sure if it's possible to not get enough. Like, if you skip puzzles, of course, but...
Right. Oh, this game's harder than the last two? Interesting. This is not my first time playing it, but it's been a while, so I don't feel like I remember a whole lot of puzzles.
I feel like puzzle difficulty is a very personal thing, and some people will just get things other people don't and stuff.
There's also, like, certain series of puzzles in each game, and some people are just not good at certain types of puzzles. I know I have my weaknesses.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking part in an event that will undoubtedly go down in scientific history. And here to demonstrate mankind's first time machine is its creator, Dr. Alan Stangan.
I want my name to be Stangan.
It's a very good name.
Thank you, my esteemed colleagues.
Even, like, the side characters are very well voice acted. They just did very good across the board in this game. And I think Stangan might be my favorite voice in this game. He's great.
After years of research in the field of time travel, I'm pleased to share the fruits of my labor.
Liam O'Brien, what has he done?
Yeah.
I've heard that name before, I just don't know what he's done.
He's done a lot of stuff. Like, if there's an over-the-top evil guy, it's a 50-50 chance it's him.
Okay.
In just a few short moments, I will be moving on to our scheduled demonstration. But first, I'm delighted to announce that Prime Minister Bill Hawks is in attendance today. As such, I have reserved a very special seat for our very special guest. Please, join me on stage, Prime Minister. No need to be shy.
Good workable animation for that, but also good.
Good enough.
What do you mean?
I mean, is this contraption a genuine working time machine?
Why don't you have a seat? See for yourself.
Before we start, would you honor us with a few words, Prime Minister?
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is a monumental day, not only for our great nation, but for the entire human race. Since the beginning of time, we humans have strived to transcend our natural limits. We have conquered the skies and the seas, and we have even traveled to outer space. But the one frontier that has always eluded us is time.
Time.
Indeed, traveling through time is a dream many thought was out of reach for humanity. Until now.
Until right this second, where I promised you this machine will make something travel through time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will join me in ushering in a new era for mankind.
Really banking on this thing working now. Had my doubts, but
maybe
you know.
should have tested it before.
This is the test,
words,
right
Prime
here.
Minister.
In public, because that's where you do that, right?
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Please take it away, Dr. Stangan.
I have just one more request before we start. I'd very much appreciate the Prime Minister's assistance in this demonstration. What do you say, Mr. Hawks?
What?
I assure you, there's no cause for concern.
But I was under the impression that I would merely be observing the proceedings.
Ah, well, do forgive my presumption. It was never my wish to make you uncomfortable. I realize it's been some time since you traded in the hard sciences for the softer variety.
Oh?
Please, feel free to return to your seat, Prime Minister.
Prime Minister has a history in the sciences?
Wait. What I mean to say is, of course I can assist you.
No, I love science! No!
Bill, have you lost your mind?
Ah, that's the courage we've come to expect from our fearless leader. You have my thanks.
Dr. Stungun made that look really easy, manipulating that guy into just... No, please go sit in my machine. I don't know what it's gonna do, but please go do that.
And now, without further ado, I give you my time machine. Mr. Hawks, would you mind just stepping inside?
Love that stock sound effect of that machine starting up, that generator.
This looks extremely safe.
It's fine. I love that so much.
So good.
Something's gone very wrong.
The combined shot of the clock flying into the air and the doctor not moving at all.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm and refrain from panicking.
This is chaos. The Prime Minister and Dr. Stungun have vanished.
My word.
The incident.
So you think that what happened last week is somehow connected to this letter? Wait, maybe if the time machine was real, this letter is real too.
Oh, I forgot to mention that the time machine destroys itself when you use it.
I don't know about that, but these two elements aren't the only puzzling issues. Tell me, Luke, have you heard about the recent disappearances occurring here in London?
Oh yes, I read about it in the paper.
These faces. Also, this font. This isn't even remotely English.
No.
What is that? What country are we in again?
Some of London's greatest scientists have been mysteriously vanished.
This looks like it could be like Japanese scribbles, honestly.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, and I can't shake the feeling
It's
that
puzzle
those
script.
disappearances are linked to this whole affair.
You have to solve the cipher to read the newspaper. It's a different one for every edition. It's how they stay in business.
In any case, it seems our best course of action is to head to the location mentioned in the letter.
Good idea.
All right, Prime Minister has gone vanished. Has gone missing. And we've got a letter from future Luke, from Luke 10 years in the future, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. We've had stranger things.
You know, I can't help but Layton has a car. Why doesn't he drive his car?
Following the clue in the letter.
I mean, I don't know if you've been in a big city in Europe, but driving by car in a big city in Europe is generally really annoying, whereas when public transport is really good.
Oh, yeah, you're right. This is an American thing.
Somehow, a single letter had made its way back through time. And the sender, strange as it sounds, was me. The future me, that is.
Checks out.
Little did we know that this letter would draw us into the strangest of situations.
All of these games are framed as like letters to someone.
Yeah. I'm
to
not
you,
sure why.
actually. To you, the player. I never really understood why. Is there like a payoff for that?
I don't think so.
Is the entire series like Luke on his deathbed telling us about his adventures or something? Because that would be awesome. That would be a great way to end it. Layton's been dead for like 50 years. Lost in the puzzle incident very long ago. All right, puzzle 2. Below is the map to the clock shop that accompanied the letter from future Luke. Using the times on the side of the map as clues, find the shop. Draw a circle around the letter of the correct building and then tap submit. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I see what they're saying here. I'm assuming that these are just turns. So 12 o'clock would be straight, 3 o'clock would be right, 12 o'clock would be forward, 9 o'clock would be left, 6 o'clock would be down, which would bring us to H.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Whoop. Circles.
This one's as good as solved. No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Layton's lessons. How to use your feet. That car. Okay. Usually you don't destroy the environment when you find hint coins. Never mind that, there's a coin. 1 pence. 1 puzzle pence. Something else we learned today, Layton is just extremely powerful. He does have that sword fight in Diabolical Box.
He does.
Which is great. That may be like the best moment in that game, I think.
Probably. In general, like these games have like fantastic reveal scenes.
Yeah, usually like the end, it ends up being huge and crazy, and wow, I didn't think it was gonna go there, but it did. Also, in case you're curious, yes, the mouse cursor is deliberate, so you can see what I am pointing at. I apologize if it's distracting or annoying. I will try to keep it on the second screen where it is less conspicuous. But I think it's good for you to see where I'm pointing, especially during puzzles.
That's a useful thing to have in a stylus-based game.
Yeah, and actually, these DS games lend themselves well to being played with a mouse. I played all of The World Ends With You with a mouse.
I have not.
I did.
That sounds a bit complicated.
Nah, it's fine. Not a problem. Keyboard and mouse, actually. For your because yeah, controller and mouse would be a bit weird, but keyboard and mouse feels right.
All right.
Maybe if I really feel like it, I'll do that someday. I'll stream that.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah, it's a good game. Very good game. This town only opens at night. If only there were a clock shop that could tell us what time it is. I also did play The World Ends With You with, on a DS, so for my second run where I already knew the game, it was actually possible. Puzzle 3. It takes you 1 hour to get to the office by bus. Your work takes 2 hours to complete, after which you catch the bus back home. Based on the departure times listed below, which bus A, B, C, D, or E should you take to work in order to minimize the wait for a ride home? Okay. So a multiple choice question. Departure times are over here. So 1 hour to the office by bus. So 1 hour after departure. So the departure times are also the departure times from work to home.
Yeah, the left ones are from home to work, and the right ones are from work to home.
Oh, okay. So let's see, at 5 a.m., get there at 6, finish at 8 a.m., have to wait 1 hour. Oh, no, I've got this backwards. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, I've got it backwards. So, leave at 4 a.m., get there at 5, finish at 7 a.m., and then have to wait 3.5 hours. 9 a.m.
That's probably not it.
Yeah, get there. Okay, so this one you don't have... No, wait, you do, because it's at 12 p.m. So you end up waiting 5 hours.
That's even worse.
Yep. 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. You just missed the 5 p.m. one, so you have to wait 2.5 hours, I think. 2 or 3.5 hours. 6 p.m.
Right.
You get there at 7 p.m., finish at 9, have to wait 3 hours. 12 a.m., get there...
These are all terrible.
Yeah, these are all terrible. Get there at 1 a.m., finish at 3 a.m., and wait 2 hours. There it is.
Surprisingly, that's the best choice.
Go to work at the worst time.
I knew it.
I was not wrapping my head around presentation to that for the first couple of minutes. Also, thank you for reminding me of there is nothing wrong with the dog. I think there's something wrong with it. Do you think there's something? Yeah, it's definitely the dog. Let's do a hint coin. There's nothing wrong with the dog. Thank you, sir, for giving us a puzzle and then refusing to help us. Oh, it's this guy. Aren't you in, like, every game?
Yeah, he is. He's weird.
We have absolutely met before. We already had the hint coin tutorial. What? Oh, is that what he always does? That's great.
I think so.
Wow, we just ruined this guy's day. I love when the first click on a screen is a hint coin. Like, yeah.
Sometimes you can just tell where they
Sometimes
are.
you just know. Nice. That was quick. I assume there's still like 3 on each screen.
I don't think there's a consistent number.
Oh, really?
But I could be wrong.
Same, Professor. Nice. Oh, yeah, right. A shop with a clock. I think we might be looking for this.
Most likely.
Oh no. Is it only open if we solve the puzzle? Ah, yes, of course. Oh, I missed a puzzle.
I mean, you can quit out of this and see if you can find it. Because I'm pretty sure as soon as you do this, you continue on.
Nah, we'll find the old lady.
Alright.
She exists, I assume.
Somewhere. I don't remember where, but yeah.
Okay. You've arrived at the clock shop, but there doesn't seem to be a way to open the door. While you're looking for the doorknob, a voice from inside calls out, "Press the panel with the timepiece." What panel do you press? Press the panel with the timepiece.
The timepiece.
What panel do you press? You can only press one.
Yeah, if I had to guess, it's the one in the top left, because it looks like an hourglass, but I'm not sure.
Oh. I wasn't even thinking of that, but yeah.
This one's as good as solved.
I did not get that.
I knew it! Look, over there!
What's this?
It's a clock. A very big one.
Oh, she talks. Okay, I was hoping she just kind of stared. Do you know what language it's in? I mean, yeah, that is about right. Needles. It's so dark in the shop that I'm having trouble seeing these tiny needles and thread. Can you help me out of this jam, dearie? There are 2 threads, A and B. How many needles' eyes does thread A pass through? Well, I don't think the answer is 50.
Unlikely.
Unlikely. So let's see. Only A.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Seems like 10.
Yep, that seems right to me. Not seeing any tricks here.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Nice. And yeah, to reiterate, refrain from guessing in chat until I've asked for help. Usually I will do that when I start getting stuck. When I start getting wrong answers and I'm not thinking straight, which will certainly happen because burnout happens in these games. There are so many puzzles.
Yeah,
eventually you find one where it's like, oh shit, I just can't think about this in this way.
Yeah, I played this game like half an hour at a time on the train. It's
yeah,
nice for that.
I usually play them like a few hours at a time. I like a good dense block of puzzles, but I do start to fail at things eventually. There was that one with the dice, with the spatial reasoning, which I used to consider myself really good at, but I was having so much trouble with it on stream. I think
I
Oozeworm
remember
was just
that one.
I think Oozeworm was laughing at me the whole time. Or were you there for that?
I don't remember. But I remember the puzzle, I just don't remember if I was there.
It's very difficult. Like, some people just don't think that way, but even I was like, no, it's just the shapes aren't resolving in my brain. Every clock shows... No, all the clocks are showing the same time. Okay, good. I just, like, looked on the other screen and was like, okay.
The big one does not.
You're right. I think that one's broken, though. Or, it's not telling that kind of time, you see. The analog clock fell off the wall and hit the floor so hard that all the numbers popped off. What a mess. The clock also stopped working when it hit the ground, but even without the numbers, you can still tell exactly what time it fell. What time is the clock showing? Don't worry about AM and PM. What time is the clock showing? I will actually ask for a hint. Gimme... If you have an analog clock handy, you could figure out the answer by playing around with it, but if you just think about how the hands move as time changes, you should be able to figure it out. Okay.
I think the trick here is that the hour pointer is like at very specific positions, depending on which hour it is. If that makes sense. Like, if you have the minute at 30, the hour would like be exactly between 2 points.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so because it's on the hour, then the minute hand must be at 12, and the hour hand must be at 6. So it has to be 6 o'clock.
I think that's it. Yeah.
I was totally stumped before you said that.
This one's as good as solved.
Because immediately I was, where is up? Yeah, that was my question. Good puzzle, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're assuming it's an extremely sturdy clock, and those hands did not move anywhere at all when it fell.
Extremely sturdy clock, but the numbers are not very sturdy.
Yeah, the numbers were just taped on, but everything else is just primed construction from, you know, the hands of a master clockmaker. He didn't get to do the numbers, and the apprentice had to do them, so it was a huge mess. It's a discounted piece, all right? Please don't give us a hard time about it. Oh, that was optional?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess they just want us to look around the... Oh, we got more clock puzzles here? Let's do this. I mean, you can't be surprised in this game.
Yeah.
Like, more than one puzzle in a building? Yeah, that's... Absolutely. Because the professor will be reminded of 12 of them. That's how these games go. Here is... Oh god, another one. A numberless clock that some prankster has rotated an unknown amount. The clock is still running normally, though, and each colored circle on the face represents an hour. Even without the numbers, you can still tell what time it is. Write down the exact hour. It doesn't matter whether it's AM or PM, but your answer should be in the form of XXO clock.
Isn't that the same thing as we just had?
I feel like it is? If this is... Yeah, because it's still right here in the center, so it has to be 6... Oh, no, it's not. It has to be 12.
12, yeah. I'd say it's 12.
12... That's really... Yeah, okay, that works. Thank you for understanding roughly what I was doing. We got it.
I knew it!
We'll never know if it's noon or midnight. We can never tell in this crazy world.
I don't know, maybe just look outside.
We don't have the time to go outside. Yeah, it's 0 o'clock. Whoops. I feel like there was a Layton puzzle that had, at least, where the trick was, like, display, or was thinking of it in military time.
Quite possibly.
I think that was in Curious Village, because I remember it was like one of the my first exposure to Layton.
Triggered something.
We solved enough puzzles.
I guess.
Layton... Layton only needs like half the cocaine that Sherlock Holmes did. That's why he's better. He needs like 3%. Ah. He had instructions to show us the clock. Ah. One more. Let's do this. I mean, I'm not a mechanical engineer, but this is technically a puzzle, so now I have to solve it. Ah, cog puzzle.
Okay, that's a classic.
Yeah. I recall these from those games I played as a kid. What were they called? Incredible Machine? Or the ones where you built a car. Your task is to make the top and bottom cogs turn clockwise as shown by the red arrows in the diagram. In order to do this, which extra cog should be inserted, A, B, or C? Okay. So multiple choice.
Oh, okay, I see.
So if it's going to turn this way, you need to be aware of... Alright, so... Oh, right. This is going to go this way, and that is going to go this way. So let's simulate A first. If that's going this way, it's turning in that direction, which is going to go in this direction, which is going to go in this direction, which is going to go in this direction, which does not, in fact, work out. Right? That is where the... Right here is the contradiction. So let's simulate B here. B is going to go this way.
Mathematically, that one should be it, because there's one additional cog compared to A.
So that works out. And this is just a hanging cog here. That's not going to do anything. So that does work out. So I think B is correct.
That sounds right.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
You know, when you make clocks gigantic, a lot of the problems in constructing them kind of seems to go away, doesn't it? You don't have all these tiny, delicate parts anymore.
Are you all right, Luke?
Yes, but that was quite a shake.
Huh?
Huh?
What is going on here?
And just where in the world are we?
We did it. We turned on the clock. The future. What is the future? Oh, and we've been locked out of the clock shop now.
Nope.
We have had our business, and now we are out. Look at these towers. These do not look at all possible.
No. I mean...
The future!
Even if it were possible, you would not build a thing like that.
Or live in it. Weird futurist architecture. When did you guys start working here? 5 minutes ago? No, it's actually been a year.
I really like this version of the London scene.
This weird sort of steampunky version of London.
Mm-hmm.
Are you what? Ah. Let's go have ourselves a drink. Oh. That's right, I can save. Even though I think I just did.
Yeah, we just cleared the chapter.
Saving again. You never know.
Why not?
This guy is at least 2 bottles in. I think when your mouth is hanging open like that, that's the thing cats do when they get dehydrated. Maybe that's what this guy's problem is. Oh god, and he's in the please someone talk to me phase. Don't. No. It's the mystery of alcoholism. What day is it? This seems like a question you would ask.
Yeah.
Even though we're constantly passing through time, sometimes it can be difficult to think about the way time flows. Oh, I was just musing about time. That's not a puzzle or anything. What did you think there was a... All right, if yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday, what day is tomorrow's day before yesterday? All right. All right, if yesterday's day after tomorrow, so let's say today is Saturday, right? If today is Saturday, yesterday, the day after tomorrow for yesterday, so that would be Sunday.
Yeah. So I think today is Saturday.
So today is Saturday. Okay, so what day is tomorrow's day before yesterday? What day is tomorrow, which is Sunday, the day before yesterday, which is Friday?
Presumably Friday.
Oh, wait, tap? Okay, there we go.
Okay.
How about this? No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
I'm glad today also happened to be Saturday. That was a nice little, you know, nice coincidence.
Good guess.
I mean, okay, pictures can be fun.
I mean, it depends on what kind of picture book, I guess.
I completely forget what minigames are in this game. See, I really like the ones in Diabolical Box, so I feel like I didn't remember the ones in the other one. Really like the hamster minigame and the tea minigame. Those were both good.
The other one is, that's what an RC car and the parrot in the menu?
Nope. Oh yeah, a car and something about a parrot. So we need to collect a bunch of like assets for this book, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I have to open up so the day drinkers have a place to go, otherwise they just stand outside and look sad. Also, lose your hat. Just don't wear that hat around here.
I don't think you could, like, pull Layton's head away from him if you wanted.
No, you can't. Like, in that...
It seems like it's grafted onto his head.
In the previous game, there's a situation where it's like, you can't come in here unless you take off that hat. And he's like, well, I guess we're not going in there then. Which is like, that's the one time where he's like, yeah, no, actually, okay then, I don't need to do that. Not mission critical. There could be a puzzle in there, don't care. Luke, there was like one door out of that shop. It's just his exposed brain.
Oh no.
His extremely tall, exposed brain. Every puzzle has an answer. Oh. Wait, is this the puzzle room?
I mean, based on the music, I'd guess so.
They got rid of this song. That's like the one thing I miss from the previous games is the puzzle song. Hi. What happened to your house? You ever notice how many puzzles there are in the world? And Layton just, like, sheds a single tear. Oh no. Oh no, she has to retire. Alright, goodbye. Enjoy retirement.
Okay. I don't remember what's up with this.
Yeah, same. I think we'll come back later. You know, I just realized is I never checked my audio levels, so I have no idea if they're good or not.
Oh. Hopefully the chat would have complained, question mark?
Yeah, I think they're fine. Totally forgot this time. It's good. I will trust them this time. Even though that's honestly, it's never a good way to do things. You always listen to it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm already more into it. So everyone's afraid of Layton. This is backwards.
Yeah, you're going the wrong way.
These giant gears on this building. What purpose does this serve? Weird steampunk London.
It's written in an ancient language. Same as the newspaper.
This bus stopped running 5 years from now. Sir, what year is it? Oh. Ah. Say no more.
This is the dumbest way to prove identity, but we seem to be doing it constantly.
Oh no.
Okay, this doesn't seem so bad.
Okay, so I can rotate and I can flip blocks. Let's get moving here. That seems like a good start. Let's get these corners first, since they're clearly going to be the worst part.
No. If you ask me, I would like the thing that's currently in the top right, I would put that in the bottom right.
The thing that's currently in the top right. You mean the red piece?
No, that's like completely outside the field.
Oh, this one.
That large.
You
yeah, that
put
one.
it in the bottom right because you can put it in
rotate
that.
it twice and then put it there. And see if you can put something to the left of it.
Yeah. Wait. Oh no, I cannot flip this piece, mirror this piece.
That's unfortunate.
Otherwise, that would be the piece.
Yeah.
I don't think this goes there, actually.
Yeah, you're right. That doesn't work.
This seems like a terrible...
This.
Actually, no. No, this would not work.
I mean, it could if you put that small piece there, but let's not try that.
Yeah.
And we have nothing to put to the right of it either. So yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
I feel like I was closest with this piece down here.
Oh, we can flip the blocks. Actually, the puzzle description says we can flip. So I guess you have to push that icon that pops up.
Oh. So
yeah, there we go.
So what was that permutation? Here, yeah.
Uh-huh. That looks good.
Yeah, this looks... I just need to rotate.
Not quite. Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah. Oop. Nice.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Time to put back Layton's
that's
brain together under his hat. that's a nice drawing there. The 5 blocks actually spell
Cute.
Layton in Japanese. That's cool. That's impressive. We're getting stickers now. All right, mystery letter.
Another one?
I think so. Yeah, this
Professor,
is from Future
Luke. If you're
Luke.
reading this, it means you've made it safely to my time. I can hardly wait to see you again. I wish to enlist your help in freeing this town from the tragedy that has befallen it. But first, I'm sure you'll want some proof that you're actually in the future.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
I've thought long and hard about the best way of convincing you.
This is Yuri Lowenthal?
Make your way
Pretty
through
sure.
town to the address below. What you find there is sure to quell any doubts.
It doesn't sound like his usual voices.
Room 312, Green Hospital, 123 Auckland Lane.
Okay. What, is that hiragana?
That's katakana.
It's katakana, right. Future Luke. So everyone's afraid of Professor Layton, and especially they're afraid of his hat.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yes. That brain must be gigantic. There's just some loudspeakers here.
Very dystopian.
Yeah, right? Those buses haven't run since the incident 5 years ago. I'm sorry, 10 years ago. Luke, please don't be that guy in a time traveler story. Yes, we are tourists here in the future.
I mean, sort of.
We are not from steampunk London. We are from regular London. Please do not put any more graffiti on the walls. This is a load-bearing wall, cannot take the weight of more paint. That was a weird corner for that to hide out on. This kid looks real strung out. Goon. Oh, you did not just try to talk to me.
Damn. What a lesson.
This puzzle is super easy. All you have to do is place each of the 7 cards into the square that its arrow is pointing to. The equation created by the cards has to be valid. Alright.
Okay.
5.
Knowing these games, there's some trick to this.
Yeah. That's it.
Ah.
That's it. I clicked on it in the corner and you can rotate them.
So you can make that 1 a minus.
Yeah.
Can we do
or the 5 a 2?
Else? I think the 5 is still a 5 when you flip it.
Well, I'll place everything first. Okay. 3 plus 412 equals 5.
Sounds about right.
3 plus 4 minus 2 equals 5.
That's better.
That should do the trick. Just as I suspected.
Also, here, have a hat sticker to remind you to take off that hat!
I would love
Stop wearing
Layton
that thing.
wearing that hat. She seems a bit annoyed about that for some reason.
Somebody doesn't want a mint on their pillow, I guess. That's awfully presumptuous of you. I mean, I just assume that Layton is just wealthy. I just assume he's smart enough to be rich enough.
Most likely.
Thanks for the follow, Grand Funktopus.
Although, I don't know, I mean, he spends most of his time at like, researching archaeologic stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, does that pay?
I don't think it does, but I imagine he gets grants and stuff because he's a university professor.
Maybe.
So he's probably got tenure. He's probably, he's famous all throughout London because he solves random mysteries.
Sure.
He's not really famous for being an archaeologist, I feel. Ding. Thank you. I'm glad they put a hint coin in the bell.
Of course.
The real money is in those Pika Rats. Oh dear. Luke is immediately like, your pen's out of ink? A puzzle!
I mean, it's probably faster to just try the 4, you know?
Only one of the 4 pens below actually works. Here are some clues to help you identify it. All 4 pens currently have the wrong color caps. When assembled correctly, all 4 pens have one white section. The working pen is to the left of the one that should have the green cap. Choose the working pen, A, B, C, or D. Okay.
Okay.
So, all 4 pens have the wrong colored caps, which mean they probably are not the same color as the body. All 4 pens will have one white section, which means the pen that does not have a white... Oops. The pen that does not have a white section... Okay, it's just a multiple choice. We'll go to... So you're gonna go here.
Yeah, that's definitely right.
The working pen is to the left of the one that should have the green cap.
Which means the green cap cannot be to the very left, which it can't be anyway. It's because that's its starting position.
Okay. I feel like I'm missing a little bit of information.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, let's go with what is not possible. The blue ones cannot be in the middle.
Correct.
Which means they have to be on the other 2.
Yeah.
So that means sense. The green one has to be here. So that means the left one, the one left of C, has to be...
Okay, so the white cap goes on C.
Yeah,
white and the green cap goes on D. Right? No, the green cap goes on D.
The green cap goes on D?
I think so. Like we current like if we assume that like the caps that are currently on C and D are the same for the purposes of the puzzle, because they're the same color.
Mm-hmm.
They have to go on A and B.
So the white cap has to be C. The blue, I feel like the blue caps have to be on C and D, on D and A, right?
Why on D?
Because it doesn't. Because the blue caps cannot be on C or B. So they have to be on A and D.
Wait, why can it not be on B?
Because they've got the wrong colored caps. Like, I feel like the answer has to be A.
Maybe I'm misinterpreting that, but I interpret that line as the current position for each of the 4 caps is wrong.
Oh. Oh yeah, that could also be a thing.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go with A and see.
How about this?
Nope. My first wrong answer.
I don't know what to say.
So I think you're right. Your assumption is right.
In that case, it has to be C, I think.
So you think D has to be the one with the green cap?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How about this?
That's correct.
All right.
We weren't getting a perfect score. Let's not. You know, that's not gonna happen. No, honestly, like I don't think anyone gets a perfect score in these games. That's crazy.
Unlikely. I mean, you could save scum it, but like,
no,
it's boring.
I don't care that much.
Don't do that.
Is there a puzzle to find our room too? I bet there is. There's always a puzzle.
Probably. Again, she seems kind of annoyed about this job.
She hates it. Just, oh god, I have to work for my grandma at the hotel. Oh.
Great.
That might be a problem.
Yeah.
No wonder they're so eager to get someone in there. I wanted to be an orthopedic surgeon. Alright. A woman is looking for a subway station, but the map she has is missing the station's location. However, the map does have one hint written on the back. To get to the flower shop from the subway station, mimic the path that students take from the school to the library. Okay.
Okay.
Smaller squares denote the buildings, while the book icon denotes the library. Okay. So, to get from school to the library...
I assume the school is the one with the pencil.
Ah, yeah. Okay, so... if we say like this, and maybe perhaps rotated that...
Yeah, that's my guess too.
To get to the flower shop from the subway station... so 1.5 squares over, and 2.5 squares in another direction. What buildings can we get to from there? I'm actually...
To get from the flower shop to the subway station, mimic the path that the students take from the school to the library.
That seems kind of tricky, actually.
Okay, so we have to go like 2 intersections up from the flower shop.
Like this.
And then left, right?
Here?
But that doesn't... Okay, yeah, no, that works.
So would this be it?
That's the same path, right?
I think it is, yeah.
Alright.
It's the only one that works out. It's everyone else overshoots the buildings.
How about this?
Yeah, that's it.
Phew, that's a relief.
I see. So it's just a matter of picking the most direct, the simplest route from the
it doesn't
one.
matter. The relative position is important.
Is that Flora? Hi, Flora.
Nah.
We got a Flora sticker.
Is she even in this game?
I thought she was, but she hasn't shown up yet.
Huh.
I remember her being in this game. She just kind of attaches herself to Layton's adventures after getting, like, adopted. Yeah, let's go sightseeing. Actually, let's take a quick break to save and segment our video. And we'll be right back with more Professor Layton.